Hi there, and welcome to our channel, Sailing Sorcery. We bought a 50-year-old CNC 61 and we plan on roaming the planet with it. But first, we got some repairs to do. And today, I'll show you how to fix our throttle mechanism. The problem we got here, the throttle, no problem. You can pop it into neutral, just pop the gears up and down, but then it won't come out of neutral. And that's a problem because, we run the engine for it to have a little bit power top up, and if then you gotta start your engine because shit's going down, you gotta jump down there and smack it by the engine with a wrench or a little hammer or whatever you find. So that would be nice to get fixed. Come on down and I'll show you what's down there. You gotta lose some weight.
Tight squeeze, man.
Oh yeah. My favorite hole to crawl through on a boat. So my ass is in and I can turn. Okay. Now, what we need in our case, the flathead to pop out the screws. I don't know whose brilliant idea it was to undo it from the back, because you can undo it from the front. It's also meant to be up there. Let's see. One more to go. And just like that. And just remove that. Don't need it. Remove the plate. Don't need it. And I got the two cables in the back here. I believe. Yep, the red one here, which is missing a little clip that broke off. But that's not our problem. Which it needs to be fixed, but that's not the problem we gotta solve. Pop off these little metal plates. One by one. To let the cables out. This little piece of plastic here, I heard it breaks easy, so you just gotta slide it up so it doesn't come off or break. Very important. A safety pin. Let's pull that out. And there we go. That's that sorted. Throttle. Slides just like it's supposed to. The shifter. Oh. Okay, the shifter is not smooth at all. So maybe it's as simple as a problem being in this cable not lubricated enough. Maybe. I think we should show the good folks watching from home what's inside there first, and then we'll oil this, put it all back together, and see what happens. All right? All right. Yeah, I always go out the same way I came in. Can't go wrong. See? Easy. Okay. All right. So here we have our throttle control. The throttle was attached to here, and the gear shift cable was attached to the outer one there. And the problem we have now is, see, it clicks in and out of neutral. So you click it in, and all it does is the throttle. Perfect. It clicks out. It just clicks out, just like that. So we came to the conclusion that if you pop it into neutral, put a little bit of tension on the gear lever, it won't come out of neutral anymore. So either there's an internal problem here, or our problem is in the cable, leaving too much tension on the gear lever. So, start off undoing this. Pop open the little clips on the side and on the top. And there you have it. So you push this down and it spins freely. You unlock it, it won't spin freely because it needs to hit into gear first, as such. Forward or backwards, I'm not sure. back in the neutral. Other way. So everything seems to work just fine. It's nicely greased. Everything is where it's supposed to. There's 3 little spring plates in the back here. And there's a spring in there for the little metal pin there that decides whether or not it's allowed to go into neutral or shifts into gear. And then we've got, I think, our neutral light switch over here, but it's for suckers. To open this up even further, we're gonna have to undo this part. And I'm not looking forward to that. Should we? I don't think we should. Because we do not have another one of these. So what we're gonna do is put it back together and just grease the wires, grease the cables. See if that fixes our problem. Just pop that right back on there. Click, click, click. There we go. Oh yeah, screw. Don't forget that one. And don't forget the plate when reinstalling it. It's loose right now, no purpose, but that's how it goes. It moves pretty smoothly. On the other side, which is strange. Right? Take that off too. Goddamn shoes. So it slides, but not as easy as I would expect it to be able to. Squirt some WD in there. Does that stain actually? I don't know. Don't want to stain in my pants. So I just grab this random piece of plastic that's here. So this could be our problem right here. Could be. I don't know if it's in my mind, but it even feels heavier than before. But that's not possible now, is it?
No, sure, I'm getting tired.
Maybe. I got stamina on my arm, though. Years of practice. I'm following your lead now. I'm going back the opposite side as I came in. Can't forget my light. So, the conclusion we managed to draw today is not the gearbox, it's not the cables. They are very well lubricated. Lubricated to perfection, if I may say so. So, the problem has got to be in here. It works without the cables attached. It just, as soon as there's a little bit of pressure here, as I said before, it jams up. So there's got to be something in here that's either worn out or broken off. I don't know. But that's something to be continued tomorrow. Yeah. Cheers. Good morning. So this is where we left off yesterday. The engine control shifter. Engine control. So what we're gonna do is bash these out. If we can't, we're just gonna grind them off to see what's underneath. Alright. Coffee to get me going. A simple, call that chisel. A simple chisel. The only way to open this is to get this off. So I'm just gonna keep whacking it. Pinch bucket. Yeah. Seen when he made them. I don't understand why if you press this pin to push it into neutral and then you turn it, why isn't the gas turning?
Maybe you broke it.
We didn't do anything. Oh yeah. Doy. It's still morning. You know, give me some slack. I don't know, man. Because I feel like it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Because this is supposed to be able to just grab that and turn. I don't know what to do.
It could make a difference if we calibrate the cable really well.
But do you need perfect calibration for this to work properly? Maybe. Maybe perfect cable calibration will fix this. Just buy a new one. I don't know. I don't know. So after some deliberation, we have concluded that adjusting the cables is not going to do anything. So we're just going to bash the shit out of it and show you what's inside. But for that, I'm going to need another pair of hands. Thank you. Alright, all of those are snapped off. Maybe that one over there. One more time. Just underneath, try and pry it open. Almost. Oh, there she is. Look at that. Now, how to get this one out, though? Seems to be another ring.
We could get that one out. Yeah.
Oh,
see?
yeah. Look at that. Right. So the ring has been removed. This is the throttle plate. We can lift that one out now. See, it was attached to right there. Then we can lift this one out, and then we can lift this one out. Big spring in the bottom that seems all right as it is. A little spring mechanism that for the feeling of the clicking when shifting gears. But upon closer inspection, I still cannot see what could possibly be wrong with this installation.
Oh, this is a little bearing. So we also have to clean it really well. Everything will be cleaned really well, then lightly greased. Put some big lumps of grease on the gears, and then that's done when it will be put back together. Okay.
It's lifted my mood up for sure. After cleaning everything off, we found this. And as you can see, it's more crooked than a duck dick. Maybe in heat. I don't know. Look it up.
Only female duck.
If you've never seen it, trust me, it's worth looking up. So, where we found this pin. Start off with the bushing that goes in the bottom here. Spring on top that holds this in place. As such, we have this pin and this spring that go in there, and this pin locked into place there. So to pop it into neutral, you push the pin down, which separates this plate from this one right here, making this one flow freely for the throttle. Pin slides back up, this slides back up and locks into these grooves here, putting it into gear, allowing it to go into gear. Pop it in neutral, put a little bit of pressure on there,
There's some pressure on the gear lever,
and then it won't pop out anymore until you let go of the
pressure
gear
off,
lever.
and then it pops out. So now we're going to straighten the pin and see if it's better. Don't do this at home on your yacht, but this is a cleat which we have to renew anyway, so we may as well. Okay, let's try it.
No? No. So I think that's our problem right there. Underneath this plate, to repeat, that pin right there. That was crooked. Just a little bit crooked. But crooked enough to almost spoil Christmas. This is kept in place by these metal spring plates, and it gives you the click from going forward to backward in this bit. So you've got this plate, this spring, this little cylinder shaped thing goes in there, and those plates keep it in place from behind. So when you turn, you can hear it clicking into forward, neutral, and back. And to clarify this whole process, we will just put it back together where you can see what we're doing. We'll start with the little plastic bushing that goes in the bottom, on the inside, on the outside. Pop that in there. Winch grease there. We weren't able to take that out and clean it properly, but it should be okay. Then comes the big spring. This is where the spring sits, on the inside there. Not the spring, the pin. The crooked pin that's not been straightened. Get that grease everywhere. There we go. There. Then we grab this bit. We put this in first. Does this need grease? No, can't hurt. There we go. Grease everywhere. Little bronze cylinder goes into there with the plates behind it. You pop the pin, greased up, obviously, for those who haven't been listening. Through the hole, there we go, as such. So, grease this up too. Pop it in, like that. And then this one, greased up with the bushing, greased up, inside and outside. Pop the bushing on. Oh, that turns nicely now. Make sure this lines up with the flat bit over there. As such, it comes out on top. Grab this plate, does not need any winch grease.
If it's not tight enough, we just tack weld it.
Okay. So let's see if our problem has been solved. It seems to be worse than before. I don't know.
We have to try.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to try. It's different. Don't know if it's better, but it's different. So complete. Slide that back in. Not too tight then. See if that does anything.
Push it down.
Still don't know at all whether or not we found the problem. But if this isn't it, I believe we're giving up. No? Okay.
Let's just put the control cables on and see what happens. I think it will be a lot better.
Sure.
For real? For what? We're tired of messing around, so we're just gonna mount it. Oh, there's a plate out there. I need the plate. Fucking useless fuck. Okay, well, excuse me while I go get that plate. Okay. I don't drop anything, so go on that. See, I'm getting better at it. Undo this one so we can get the plate back on. Alright. I think I'll mount it up there first and then do the cables. Yeah.
Pop the cables back.
And this little black clip snapped in half, still managed to find it and glue it back together. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna hold. See it bend? Ah, it's broken. See, it still does what it's supposed to. There we are. Mounted. And that one goes in there. So, here's the final test. I don't believe it's final test because I don't believe that our answer is solved. Channeling's still in the bottom. Let's see if it works. So, no, it won't go in forward. Backwards. Neutral. Forwards. It keeps turning. Something's wrong here, Johnny. Neutraal weer. Vooruit. En dan vooruit gas.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. $435 saved in the bank. Yeah, well done.
So, after checking our repairs and making sure everything works exactly as it's supposed to, all we have to do is make sure that locks on and isn't loose, as you can see. We're gonna try and just bash it to make sure, to try and get it sort of where it's supposed to. It'll work. Fit for purpose. Let's just put it back, mount her for permanent use. Permanent on a boat. So, after spending a few days on fixing the engine controller, we believe it works perfectly, and now we're going to test it with the engine running to see if our feathering propeller will actually open and turn the other way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, it seems we have accomplished what we set out to do today. So join us next week for more. Please like and subscribe.